Welcome back to WikiLert.
Today, we're diving into a story straight out of Indonesia that's got everyone talking: the chaotic looting of politician Ahmad Sahroni's house in Jakarta and the explosive rumors that he and his wife, Feby Belinda, fled to Singapore as public outrage boiled over. This is a tale of political missteps, mob fury, and a couple caught in the eye of a storm, so grab a drink, get comfy, and let's unravel this like we're spilling tea with our closest friends, piecing together who Ahmad Sahroni and Feby Belinda are, what went down at their home, why the public's so fired up, and whether they really jetted off to Singapore. Buckle up, this one's a wild ride. Let's start with Ahmad Sahroni, a name that's practically synonymous with flash and controversy in Indonesia. Born on August 8, 1977, in Tanjung Priok, North Jakarta, Sahroni's a larger-than-life figure, a politician with the NasDem Party, serving in Indonesia's House of Representatives, DPR, since 2014, representing Jakarta's 3rd electoral district. But he's not just a suit in parliament. Known as the Crazy Rich Tanjung Priok, Sahroni's a businessman who climbed from humble beginnings. His mom sold nasi padang, a traditional Minangkabau dish, to running a fuel company and founding his own empire. He's got a taste for the high life, leading the Ferrari owners Club Indonesia and the Harley-Davidson Club Indonesia, with a garage full of supercars and a penchant for private jets. A recent feature even quoted him praising private flights for their safety. His wealth and swagger make him a magnet for attention, but also a lightning rod for criticism, especially when he's flaunting luxury in a country where economic struggles hit hard. Then there's Feby Belinda, Sahroni's wife and the quieter half of this power couple. Unlike her outspoken husband, Feby keeps a low profile, rarely active on social media. But when she appears, she's all elegance and grace. She's described as on gun, barajab, graceful in hijab, with a knack for business, running a fashion venture and organizing events for Sahroni's high-profile gigs. They met at a midnight sale in an upscale boutique, a love-at-first-sight story that led to marriage and 2 kids, Ahmad Rafbel Ardante and Kyrene Talia Arabella. Feby's the backbone of their family, often seen in rare Instagram posts by Sahroni, like one from February 2025 where they rock matching outfits, her in a chic brown gamis and purple hijab, smiling radiantly. Fans adore her for her poise, but she's been thrust into the spotlight as this drama unfolds. Now, let's get to the heart of it, the looting of their house. On Saturday, August 30, 2025. Around 3 p.m., hundreds of angry protesters stormed Sahroni's residence in Kebun Bawang, Tanjung Priok, North Jakarta. This wasn't a random act, it was the climax of mounting public frustration. The crowd, fueled by weeks of protests over controversial DPR allowances, turned their rage on Sahroni after he made a now infamous comment. During a visit to North Sumatra on August 22, he called those pushing to dissolve the DPR tolol stupid, dismissing their demands as excessive. That word lit a fuse. With Indonesia already reeling from economic woes and public anger over lawmakers' perks like housing allowances amid a cost-of-living crisis, Sahroni's remark was like pouring fuel on a fire. By 4 p.m., his house was a wreck. The mob vandalized everything, smashed his black Lexus, looted safes stuffed with cash, both rupiah and Singapore dollars, and even swiped luxury items like a Richard Mille watch worth millions. Videos circulating on X show cash fluttering in the air, with one resident flaunting a 1,000 Singapore dollar note. The fallout was swift. Sahroni's provocative Instagram post didn't help. On August 30th, he shared a photo of an anonymous mask with the caption, "More and more foolish." People take pride in their foolishness, doubling down on his stance. It was like waving a red flag in front of a bull. The public, already incensed, saw this as proof he wasn't backing down. His NasDem Party moved fast, stripping him of his role as deputy chairman of Commission 3 and shifting him to Commission I, but it wasn't enough to calm the storm. By August 31st, NasDem announced he'd be removed as a DPR member entirely, effective September 1st, alongside colleague Nafa Erbach, whose house was also looted. The protests, sparked by a motorcycle taxi driver's death during a rally, had spread to cities like Yogyakarta and Surabaya, with lawmakers' homes, including the finance ministers, targeted. It's a full-blown crisis, and Sahroni's at the epicenter. Now, about those Singapore rumors. Amid the chaos, reports surfaced that Sahroni was caught on camera allegedly fleeing to Singapore, a move that fueled accusations of him dodging responsibility. The speculation went into overdrive when an anonymous Instagram account, @allartists, posted a photo of a woman in white allegedly Feby boarding a private jet to Singapore around the time of the looting, captioned, "While we're taxed to death, Sahroni's wife jets off 22 hours ago." The timing's brutal, as their home was ransacked. Sahroni and Feby were reportedly out of the country, leaving fans and critics fuming. Ex-posts like Diary of Indo Sahroni and Feby running to Singapore while their house gets looted? Cowards went viral, amplifying the outrage. But there's no concrete proof they're still there. Some speculate they returned quietly, with reports noting Feby's whereabouts were unknown during the looting. The family's silence hasn't helped. Attempts to reach Sahroni's aid and NasDem officials went unanswered. Why's this such a big deal? Sahroni's comment tapped into a deeper vein of public frustration. Indonesia's facing economic strain, and lawmakers' allowances, seen as excessive, have sparked nationwide protests, with the death of a driver named Afun Kurniawan during a rally pouring fuel on the fire. Sahroni's wealth and dismissive attitude made him a perfect target. Feby, though less public, got dragged in, with netizens digging into her private jet moment as proof of their disconnect from everyday struggles. Fans searched for Feby's whereabouts post-looting, desperate for answers. The couple's lavish life, safes full of cash, luxury watches, clashed hard with the public's anger, making their home a symbol of elite excess. What's next? As of August 31st, 2025, Sahroni's out of the DPR, and the protests show no signs of slowing. The family's likely lying low, but the damage to their reputation is steep. Fans on Reddit /Indonesia, with 67 votes, are split. Some call Sahroni tone deaf, others sympathize with Feby, caught in her husband's mess. One user wrote, "Feby's probably just protecting her kids, but that jet photo was a bad look." The couple's two kids, Obel and Kyrene, are reportedly safe, but their future's uncertain. Will Sahroni make a public apology, or is he done with politics? Could Feby step into the spotlight to rebuild their image? Only time will tell. What do you think? Did Sahroni and Feby make a mistake fleeing, or were they just protecting their family? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if this drama's got you hooked, and subscribe for more global news breakdowns. Tap the bell so you don't miss the next chapter. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay curious, fam.